Most of the choices you make every day, the relationships you form, the risks you take, even the limits you set on yourself, aren't really choices at all. They're the result of subconscious patterns that were imprinted on you long before you even knew what they meant. Patterns set in your earliest years. Today, we're uncovering how those hidden mental scripts control your life, and more importantly, how you can break free from them. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to recognize these deep-rooted patterns and start rewriting them to create the life you actually want. So what are subconscious patterns and how do they form? Subconscious patterns are deeply embedded mental pathways formed in our earliest years, often between birth and age 7. During this time, children's brains operate primarily in theta waves, a brainwave state associated with a highly impressionable and absorbent mind. This means that children soak up everything around them, family dynamics, social interactions, emotional reactions, without filtering, questioning, or analyzing. These impressions become the mental framework through which they view themselves and the world. Imagine a young child growing up in an environment where love is conditional. They learn, subconsciously, that affection is earned through approval and achievements. As adults, they may constantly seek validation, finding it difficult to feel loved for who they are rather than what they accomplish. These early impressions shape behaviors, beliefs, and choices, sometimes for a lifetime, unless we become aware of them. Here is how subconscious patterns impact your life. Our subconscious patterns don't just lie dormant, they actively shape our daily lives. These patterns can influence how we handle relationships, our reactions to stress, and even our self-worth. Here are a few areas where early subconscious conditioning shows up most powerfully. First, relationships. If you grew up in an environment where love was inconsistent, you might find yourself drawn to emotionally unavailable partners or feeling anxious in relationships. How about money and career? Childhood messages around money can lead to subconscious beliefs about worth and success. Growing up with financial scarcity might result in fear around spending or a belief that you have to work excessively hard to be worthy of financial security. This is also true for self-worth and confidence. Children who weren't supported emotionally often grow up feeling not good enough, which can result in self-doubt, imposter syndrome, or an inability to recognize their accomplishments. These patterns aren't facts, they're beliefs that were impressed upon you. But they feel like facts because they were established during your formative years when your brain was developing its core framework. The first step in breaking free from limiting patterns is recognizing them. These patterns often manifest in repetitive behaviors, emotions, or reactions that feel familiar even if they don't serve you. Here's a simple exercise to start identifying your patterns. You can journal your triggers. For a week, jot down any strong emotional reactions you have: anger, anxiety, sadness. Reflect on these moments. Ask yourself, what situation triggered this emotion? And where have I felt this before? You'll start noticing patterns in the way you react to similar situations. These repetitive emotional responses are often rooted in subconscious conditioning. Also, pay attention to repetitive outcomes. If you find yourself repeatedly in similar situations, such as choosing similar types of partners or encountering the same challenges at work, you might be acting out a subconscious pattern. Look for these repeating themes. They're a window into your programming. The goal here is to observe without judgment. Awareness is key, and by identifying these patterns, you're already taking the first step to changing them. Now, let me show you some techniques for rewriting subconscious patterns. Recognizing your patterns is only the beginning. Once you know what's there, you can start the process of rewiring. Here are some effective techniques to help reshape those early patterns and create new, empowering ones. Technique 1. Visualization and inner child work. Inner child work is a powerful tool for reconnecting with your younger self, the version of you that experienced these early beliefs. In a quiet space, close your eyes and picture yourself as a child. Imagine speaking kindly to this child, providing the support and validation they didn't receive. Visualize yourself giving them the love and security they needed. This exercise creates new emotional pathways, gradually changing the subconscious messages you hold about your worth and security. Technique 2. Affirmations to rewire beliefs. Affirmations are positive statements that, when repeated regularly, can rewire old beliefs by imprinting new messages on your subconscious mind. Choose affirmations that counter the limiting beliefs you've identified. For example, if you realize you have a belief around not being good enough, create an affirmation like, "I am enough as I am, and I deserve success and happiness." Repeat this daily, ideally in front of a mirror. These practices help bypass the conscious mind, making it easier to reach the subconscious and begin reshaping those deeply ingrained patterns. Rewriting subconscious patterns takes time and consistency. Think of these patterns as well-worn paths in your mind. Creating new, healthier paths requires repeated action. The more you practice visualization, affirmations, and meditation, the stronger these new pathways become. Be patient with yourself. This is a journey, not an overnight change. Just as physical habits take weeks to form, mental habits need time too. Aim to practice these techniques daily or weekly. Over time, you'll find that old, limiting beliefs lose their power, and you'll respond to life's challenges with new confidence and clarity. Your subconscious mind is powerful, but it doesn't have to control you. By recognizing, understanding, and reshaping the patterns formed in childhood, you're taking control of your life in a profound way. Remember, these patterns may have shaped your past, but they don't define your future. With patience and dedication, you can rewrite these hidden scripts, creating a life that aligns with who you truly are and who you want to become. Start today with small, consistent actions and experience the incredible freedom that comes from knowing you're in control of your own mind.